Welcome to War Bios, the podcast where we delve into the lives of history's most fascinating figures. Born in 1540 in the fortified city of Kumbhalgarh, Rajasthan, India, Maharana Pratap was destined to become one of the most iconic figures in Indian history. As we journey through his early life, we find ourselves in the midst of a tumultuous era, marked by the rise of the Mughal Empire and the decline of the Rajput kingdoms. The year 1540 was a significant time for the Rajputs as they struggled to maintain their independence in the face of an expanding Mughal Empire. Maharana Pratap's birth took place in the Kumbhalgarh fort, which was built by his father, Uday Singh II, and was considered one of the most secure fortresses in the region. Maharana Pratap's childhood was shaped by his family's rich legacy and the cultural heritage of the Rajputs. His father, Uday Singh II, was a just and fair ruler who had expanded the kingdom of Mewar through a series of strategic alliances and military campaigns. Maharana Pratap's mother, Jivam Kunwar, was a member of the Rathore clan, known for their bravery and martial prowess. The young prince grew up surrounded by the stories of his ancestors, who had fought valiantly against invading forces, and the teachings of the Hindu scriptures, which emphasized the importance of duty, honor, and courage. As a child, Maharana Pratap was fascinated by the art of warfare and spent countless hours listening to the tales of his father's military campaigns. He was trained in the traditional Rajput arts of sword fighting, archery, and horse riding, and demonstrated a natural aptitude for leadership and strategy. The prince's education also included the study of Sanskrit, mathematics, and philosophy, which helped shape his worldview and inform his decisions as a future leader. In 1559, when Maharana Pratap was just 19 years old, his father faced a significant challenge from the neighboring kingdom of Gujarat. The Gujarati forces, led by Sultan Muhammad Zaman Mirza, had launched a series of raids into Mewar, seeking to expand their territory and weaken the Rajput kingdom. Uday Singh II, determined to protect his people and his land, rallied his troops and prepared for battle. Maharana Pratap, eager to prove himself, joined his father's army and played a crucial role in repelling the Gujarati invaders. This early experience of warfare would shape Maharana Pratap's military strategy and tactics as he learned the importance of adaptability, cunning, and bravery on the battlefield. As Maharana Pratap grew older, he became increasingly aware of the looming threat posed by the Mughal Empire. Akbar, the Mughal emperor, had been expanding his empire rapidly, and his sights were set on the Rajput kingdoms. The young prince realized that his kingdom's independence was under threat, and that he would have to navigate a complex web of alliances and rivalries to protect his people and his land. He began to forge relationships with other Rajput leaders, seeking to build a united front against the Mughal Empire. In 1568, when Maharana Pratap was just 28 years old, his father passed away, leaving him the throne of Mewar. This marked a significant turning point in Maharana Pratap's life, as he now faced the daunting task of defending his kingdom against the mighty Mughal Empire. The stage was set for a legendary struggle, one that would test Maharana Pratap's mettle as a warrior, a leader, and a symbol of resistance against overwhelming odds. The seeds of his future greatness have been sown, and the time has come for him to take center stage in one of the most epic struggles of Indian history. As Maharana Pratap ascended to the throne of Mewar in 1568, he faced a daunting task, defending his kingdom against the mighty Mughal Empire. Akbar, the Mughal emperor, had been expanding his empire rapidly, and his sights were set on the Rajput kingdoms. The young prince realized that his kingdom's independence was under threat and that he would have to navigate a complex web of alliances and rivalries to protect his people and his land. One of Maharana Pratap's most notable achievements was the Battle of Haldigati, fought in 1576. This epic battle took place in a mountain pass near the town of Kamnor, where the Mughal forces, led by Man Singh of Amber, had launched a surprise attack on the Rajput army. Despite being outnumbered and outgunned, Maharana Pratap's bravery and strategic genius inspired his troops to fight valiantly, inflicting significant casualties on the Mughal forces. Although the battle was tactically indecisive, it marked a significant turning point in Maharana Pratap's struggle against the Mughal Empire. The Rajput prince had demonstrated that he was a force to be reckoned with, and his reputation as a skilled warrior and leader spread far and wide. The Battle of Haldigati also showcased Maharana Pratap's unwavering commitment to his people and his land, as he refused to surrender or compromise on his principles, even in the face of overwhelming odds. Maharana Pratap's military strategy was characterized by his adaptability, cunning, and bravery. He employed guerrilla tactics, using the rugged terrain of the Aravalli Hills to launch surprise attacks on Mughal forces. He also forged alliances with other Rajput leaders, seeking to build a united front against the Mughal Empire. His leadership inspired loyalty and devotion among his troops, who were willing to fight to the death for their prince and their kingdom. In addition to his military achievements, Maharana Pratap was also a just and fair ruler, beloved by his people. He implemented various administrative reforms aimed at improving the lives of his subjects and promoting economic prosperity in Mewar. He also patronized art, literature, and architecture, encouraging the development of Rajasthani culture and tradition. Maharana Pratap's unwavering resistance against the Mughal Empire had far-reaching consequences, shaping the course of Indian history and inspiring future generations of leaders and warriors. His legacy extends beyond his military victories, as he became a symbol of courage, honor, and patriotism, inspiring countless Indians to stand up for their rights and fight against oppression. His bravery, strategic genius, and unwavering commitment to his people and his land have become an integral part of Indian history and folklore. As we delve into the final years of Maharana Pratap's life, marked by continued struggle and ultimate triumph, we see a leader who remained steadfast in his commitment to his people and his land. Despite being forced to flee his kingdom and live in exile, Maharana Pratap continued to rally his troops and launch guerrilla attacks against the Mughal forces. His bravery and strategic genius inspired his followers, and he became a thorn in the side of the Mughal Empire. One notable example of Maharana Pratap's cunning and adaptability during this period was his use of the rugged terrain of the Aravalli Hills to launch surprise attacks on Mughal forces. He also forged alliances with other Rajput leaders, seeking to build a united front against the Mughal Empire. His leadership inspired loyalty and devotion among his troops, who were willing to fight to the death for their prince and their kingdom. In 1585, Maharana Pratap regained control of his kingdom, and he worked tirelessly to rebuild and restore Mewar. He implemented various administrative reforms, aimed at improving the lives of his subjects and promoting economic prosperity in Mewar. He also patronized art, literature, and architecture, encouraging the development of Rajasthani culture and tradition. Maharana Pratap's legacy extends far beyond his military victories and administrative achievements. He became a symbol of courage, honor, and patriotism, inspiring countless Indians to stand up for their rights and fight against oppression. His unwavering commitment to his people and his land has become an integral part of Indian history and folklore. As the great warrior and leader grew older, he continued to inspire his people with his bravery and wisdom. He died on January 19, 1597, at the age of 70, but his legacy lived on. His son, Amar Singh I, succeeded him and continued to resist Mughal rule, eventually negotiating a treaty that recognized Mewar's independence. Today, Maharana Pratap remains an enduring symbol of inspiration for people around the world. In the words of Maharana Pratap himself, the path of righteousness is not always easy, but it is the only path that leads to true greatness. That's all for today's War Bios. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, I'm General Biography reminding you to keep marching toward victory.